Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jones now in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Booker. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Operating from the gun. Booker. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibbs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Back to throw. Booker. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 4th down. Booker. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And some room to roam that. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. To throw is Prescott. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibbs, and he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Here we go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Booker Flush to his right.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Booker. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Williams, the man in motion left. On 3rd down. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 189 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
The Cowboys at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins, take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Now a dump off here complete. On the move past the 40. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Vaughn, they'll try the left side.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. Khalif Raymond. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Lions.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Wow, 204 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well, because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now left side on the swing pass. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. In motion left goes Jones. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This complete to Jones. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibbs, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it, not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Being chased out left.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Off the play fake. Booker. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jones now in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Prescott now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. It's Davis on the counter. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott going to keep again. They'll pitch this out to Pollard. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Fehoko. Touchdown! Simi Fehoko. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Out to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jake Ferguson.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Play after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think?
That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs.
And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Back now in Arlington. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal.
He'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Here we go on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Booker. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying again another day. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this.
And now here is another interception.
picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Slot man moves right. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Prescott on 1st down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Micah Parsons able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats and maybe some backups.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Ready, break. Right here, 41 Mike. Check pass. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for Dallas, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.